Love, blessings, peace, and prosperity, divine, beautiful soul. You're tuned into the Cafecito and Tarot Podcast. It's me, Nicole P, your spiritual barista, serving you up wisdom, guidance, and inspiration from the cards. We are a couple days away, my love, from the new moon in Taurus, and this is such a beautiful card to usher us into the energies, the invitations to be in relationship with our intentions and with grandmother moon and Venus in this upcoming new moon on the 27th. And this is a great card to close out the first full week of the daily tarot brew. It's been quite some time since I've been here for a full week. I think maybe even almost a year. And so, what a great way to celebrate by pulling the star card. I pulled the star card. Now I didn't set it up. I promise you. I shuffled, split the deck in three, and the star card is the messenger, is the one serving I'm serving the brew, but the brew is from the star card. And it's so interesting that this is the card that follows the tower. Yesterday I pulled the tower, if you didn't hear yesterday's episode. And here's the mic drop moment. I said a couple other things, some meanings, but one of the really strong messages that came through at the end was that not everything that crumbles or is destroyed is meant to be rebuilt. And here today we have the star card. And this is such a, like I said, it's almost as if it's like a gateway, a gate. It's almost like as we can, it's an invitation to like almost come into this card and imagine ourselves as the individual in this card. And I'm basing this on the Pamela Coleman Smith's drawing, the magnificent, magical maven, may she rest in power, peace, and pleasure. Basing this on her image. And the star card. Oh, I feel so much that the message today is about intention and focus and being very aware on what you are watering, so to speak, in your life. Being aware on how you are tending and caring for the center of your truths, your hopes, your visions, and just being aware of how you nurture them. And it doesn't mean that you have to set up elaborate practices and rituals to nurture them, but just as you are moving through your day, through your week, being conscious and aware on how you nurture the center of your truths, your heart, your dreams, your visions. And I say this, and this is why this message came to me, is this morning looking out. We've had a day or two of rain, and I think it was, gosh, I can't remember. It's been such a bananas type of a week. It was a few days ago. It rained pretty like Midwest rain, right? Not PNW rain, like Midwest rain. And then today we have rain, on and off. And I'm recording this, actually, I should say Thursday evening for Friday. And so today we had rain on and off. And I looked outside and I just noticed how green, just that little bit of rain. And that's a little bit of rain compared to the PNW. So, where it rains, throughout the whole winter season. And so anyways, this little bit of rain that came down and not even 2 full days, and the grass is green. The tree across the street in my neighbor's yard is starting to grow some blossoms. And it made me think about when we're like intentional and just a right relationship, whatever that may mean for you, and not right in a judgmental, but in a natural flow with life, right? With just our imagination, with our peace. And when we intentionally water those things, what and allow the natural cycle to happen, the magnificent things that can blossom and bloom. And when we do so, releasing expectation and surrendering to the natural flow, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we open our eyes and boom, look at how so much is flourishing. And so that's the message I feel strongly from the star card. So I've been reflecting on that. And then I pulled the star card and I thought, oh, there's the connection. That's the connection. And especially in times following the tower, I mean, I love how that flowed. Yesterday, the tower, and today, the star. Because so often when we go through those tower moments and cycles and years, right, we're raw, right? But we get to the truths of ourselves, and a lot of times we meet parts of ourselves. We grow parts of ourselves. We expand in ways we never could have imagined. And although it may have been hard and a lot of tough stuff to go through, but we come out on the other side raw, but yet so new and so just like so strong. And not to glorify strength through struggle, but there is a strength and a perseverance that comes out. And maybe all have more strength through softness and subtleness and tenderness. Yes, indeed. But when we go through what we go through, and on the other side, there's that energy, that other piece of the star where it's like, I'm really thankful to be here. And there's a whole nother level in which we see and we feel and we interact with the natural and the supernatural world, with ourselves and with those who we love and our communities, right? Other human forms. So that's the star card, you know? And reflecting upon opening up to the new moon in Taurus, what what seeds do you desire to plant? What ways in which you open to these embodied rituals and practices? And how will you commit to sacred devotional practices? Very minute, and some can be somewhat not minute, and everything in between, to honor and to water, so to speak, your dreams, your intentions, your visions, and just the purity of you as spirit. Now, I pulled an oracle card, and I pulled from a cheesy deck I've had for a long time. It's called the Fifth Agreement, Don Miguel Ruiz. And I say it's cheesy. It's good. It's some good basic life stuff. It's not cheesy. I think it's cheesy because it's like Oprah Super Soul Sunday, but I like their work. I like their Fifth Agreement, Fourth Agreement, all that kind of stuff. No shade onto Don Miguel Ruiz and their family, because all their family are into a lot of the books and decks. So no shade to them, but just sometimes some of it's a little cheesy. But hey, a little cheese from time to time does us good. But listen, I pulled this card and it said, "I am the artist of my own life." Whoa! Let me read to you what it says on the back. Words are my paintbrush, and my life is the canvas. What I paint with words is the way I see myself, the way I see my entire reality. What I paint is my life, and how it looks depends on how I use the word. Interesting. Words are my paintbrush. Words are my paintbrush. So I leave that with you. You can sip on that and see if it feels right. If it doesn't, you can be like, I'm not going to finish that that cup of the brew. But I think just the general message about words, and just even like songstress. I feel more like words, more of like we're like spells and songs, like the way that we hum and that we sing our praise, and the praise for spirit, and the praise for community, and the praise for our dreams, and the belief of speaking our spells and speaking our truths in alignment and honoring the energy of the star card. 8 is the number, and there's a correlation, right, to the strength card as well. And 8 also as a vertical representation of the infinity sign. And yeah, that's what I got. It just stopped. Like the words were coming out. It's like I get a vision in my head, and then all of a sudden it just stops. cold blink stops, and all of a sudden now I open my eyes and here I am. So thank you, my love, for tuning in. It was an honor to come back this full week. And so I wish you a beautiful weekend or day, whatever, whenever you press play and listen to this. I'll be back on Monday with some fresh brew. So peace, love, everything in between. And if you haven't done so already and you vibe and flow with the Cafecito and Tarot podcast and the Daily Tarot Brews, please feel free to. It'd be really great if you could just like leave a review. You can even write some words. But even if the time is really limited, if you just give me some stars, just give me some stars on whatever listening platform of your choice. Review. That's right. Leave a review, or like I think it's like you can do like 5 stars, and so that'd be great. Thank you so much. Mad love, and I wish you a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful few days of opening up to that energy of the new moon in Taurus. Peace, love, and everything in between. Goodbye.